We started this journey back in the fall of 2014, in which we started participating in RPIW 59, which was focused at looking at how our continuing care assistants were spending their day. What we soon realized is that they were spending a whole lot of time in their cars, driving around. The focus of the RPIW was trying to reduce that travel time, trying to get our continuing care assistants out of their cars into the clients' homes.
It was obvious that the CCAs were visiting clients all over the city, so they were spending more time in the vehicles. And one of the recommendations that we had was, wouldn't it be nice if they had some downtime and they could spend a little extra time with a client sometimes, or maybe do an extra bath?
Yeah, like if we do have a hole in our schedule, we usually have to go down to downtime, which was all the way down to the south end. By the time you traveled there and you traveled back, your downtime was over. It was useless. This way we can actually work on client care. We can actually do an extra hair wash. We can actually give the lady an extra bath the week because the next day she has her doctor's appointment. So it's helping out a lot,
We were also trying to improve the consistency in which our staff were visiting the same patients on a regular basis.
How would you like to be a client and having all these different people? You've never seen them before. You don't know who's coming. So that was the key thing that came for me out of those visits.
My background with home care is that I've been getting home care services since 2010. It started out with one CCA. As my condition worsened, it progressed to getting 2 CCAs in August. I think that was a couple of years ago in 2013. Over the last 4.5 years, it's been a bit of a struggle trying to get consistent regular CCAs. Probably up until recently, last 4 months or so, have been a lot better.
The continuity of care has improved greatly. Clients are appreciating it, we're appreciating it. Like I said, the care, we don't have to bother looking at care plans very much anymore because we're very familiar with the clients, and it cuts down a lot of time, and we can give more personal care than doing more paperwork. So that helps a lot too.
The other thing we wanted to pay attention to was our staff themselves. How we were doing business was the continuing care assistants would come to the office at 4211 once a week. They'd pick up their schedules that were printed ahead of time for the upcoming week. By the time we were probably halfway through the week, everything was blown apart. The visits changed, clients canceled, clients were hospitalized, we brought on new clients, things had to be juggled, so there was a lot of rework happening and it wasn't very satisfying. And in all of that, that caused us also to be driving from the north end of the city back to the south end of the city, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and also by us doing that again, we are reducing our capacity. Teamwork in our environment as it was pretty difficult. I mentioned to you earlier how they would come in once a week to get their schedules. That might be the time also where they would run into their peers. So that might be the only time they ran into their peers.
And it's great now to see the camaraderie among the CCAs, because at the time of the RPIW, most of them didn't even know each other. And now they're coming together in a huddle. So now I think it's wonderful, these huddles. We started with a huddle during the RPIW.
So the huddle, when we started huddling at our first location at 4550 10th Avenue, the Regina Village site, we got all of our continuing care assistants around a table. It was quiet. Nobody knew each other. Everyone was kind of afraid to speak up, say anything. It was It was very interesting, actually, to watch the dynamics of the team.
We didn't really know what we were going to do. We were all kind of shy and stuff. But as it's going on, now it is very helpful. Before we were kind of out in the world and we weren't working with anybody. You just felt like you were all alone. This way, at the end of the day, we all come, we communicate concerns about clients, concerns about schedules, and it's a nice way to end your afternoon.
It is really transformational, the team development that's happened. We certainly have a lot of room to improve, and we haven't met all of our targets, but we've made some baby steps, and we're making some small gains in reducing our travel time, improving our ability to be responsive to take on new clients and improve the access to home care for our home services clients. But the teamwork and the sharing of knowledge, the camaraderie, the laughter, it is really, as a manager, very satisfying to see that. When it's happening, at the time when the team is talking and people are saying, bantering ideas about how this could improve, how that could improve, and I thought this, but no, it wasn't, it was this. And when it all comes together and you look around and you see the satisfaction in the staff, you can only imagine what it must be like for the client.
Things are getting done a lot faster and smoother now with these little huddles, a lot faster.